and welcome to For the Culture. It's your girl, MzMuah.
And I'm the Diva.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight as we talk about what's important to our culture.
There you go.
What I love about this show is the conversations that you're having at church, the beauty shops, the barbershops, the barbecues, all of that. We bring it right here to the table and we discuss it.
That's it.
Because why not? Thank you so much for tuning in. You can catch us live right here on Facebook every Monday at 7 p.m. and on New Beat Radio on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 10 a.m. and 9 a.m. Shout out to Steve and everybody over there at New Beat Radio. And tonight's sponsors is Gems and
Legacy Collection, Natural Beauty and Makeup and Skincare.
So we have an event coming up pretty soon.
Yes, we do.
And so we're going to be giving those deets as well. As we get closer, we would love to see you come and shop with us.
That's it.
So tonight, what are we talking about, Diva? Tell them a snippet.
We are going to talk about the Juneteenth holiday.
Woo!
That's a lot.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
And I'm actually excited that we are now officially calling it a holiday.
Yes.
It's been a holiday as a part of our culture for a while.
Exactly.
But now for it to be recognized, I think that's dope.
I agree.
So we're going to get into the twos and fews about Juneteenth. If you are watching, please like, share, and follow us on all social media profiles and platforms. That is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and New Beat Radio.
Yes.
Shout out to our sisters watching.
Hey, sisters.
How y'all doing? And we are adding to our empowerment group. So if you're interested in joining the crew, we encourage you to do that because we want you to be around.
That's it.
So let's talk all about Juneteenth. First of all, what is Juneteenth?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Okay. Okay.
The reason why I say that is because, Juneteenth in our culture was recognized as our Independence Day.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people today have monetized that or socialized that and made it a recognition of a national holiday, not necessarily independence, but it's a holiday.
So when you say our holiday, you're speaking of African Americans.
Correct.
So this is technically the day that we were freed.
That's what they are calling it. That's what they say.
That's what
For
they
history.
say. Okay.
And history can be strayed, it can be fragmented, it can be altered.
Yes. Because I've heard different stories behind this holiday.
Exactly.
And what it actually means and all of
yes.
that. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the people that are upset about it.
Okay, so before we get there, if you're just tuning in, we're talking all about Juneteenth.
Yes.
So that's supposed to be the day that we, as a culture, were
Yes.
free, right? And so now we're going to get into some disgruntled people. Now, this just became a thing, right, in corporate America as far as being recognized as a holiday,
yes.
right?
As of 2022. Correct.
And so Juneteenth is when?
That is on June 19th.
Okay, so before this past year,
yes,
we just were celebrating it on our own.
In our culture.
And wearing our traditional African and Jamaican colors.
Yes.
Okay, and so now the world, the country, is recognizing it, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and so now people are mad.
We got some mad people out there. All on my timeline, on all social media platforms, I'm seeing people mad at your major distributors like your Walmarts or your Costco's or your Sam's Clubs or your major retailers that have Juneteenth merchandise for sale.
And why are they in their feelings about it? What is the logic? Why are they angry?
From what I've been seeing, and these are these people's opinions, not mine. I'll share mine in a minute. And I'm sure you'll share yours as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But from what people are saying, they are upset because the major retailers are not donating to any of our foundations. They're not donating to any scholarships, anything that actually has to do with Juneteenth and us being a free culture. So that's why people are mad. They're like, if you buy it, I'm taking it, I'm throwing it over. I've seen somebody say that on one of my social media posts. Somebody said if they see anything on anybody's table, they're going to throw it over because they don't believe in us buying Juneteenth apparel, attire, celebration ornaments.
But wasn't this just publicly recognized?
Exactly.
So this just happened not too long ago.
Yes.
And so now they're like, okay, this is officially a thing. We've been ignoring it for so long. It's a thing.
Yes.
It's like the 4th of July. It's a holiday. Let's get some paraphernalia. Let's get some things that represent the holiday.
Yes.
And so people don't like that.
They don't like it.
because they said the money behind what's being spent on the items is not going to our colleges, foundations, and so on.
HBCUs, exactly. Scholarships, laptops, communities that need Wi-Fi, you know, are some of the things I saw, you know. So it's a catch-22. This is what I'll say.
Okay.
It's a catch-22.
All right.
Because so many people fought for us to be nationally recognized as having this Juneteenth holiday.
Right.
To celebrate the freedom of our culture.
Right.
Yet you're complaining about how it's being celebrated or how it's being brought forth. Did we actually speak and say, okay, we want this as a national holiday and this is how it should go?
Okay.
Did we actually say we need it set up automatically that if this is going to be a holiday, that the proceeds are going to come to our community? Did we say these things?
So basically you're saying we never set an expectation as to what we desire from any type of paraphernalia or anything being sold.
I don't think they did. They couldn't have. It's evident.
But then this is the thing too. You can find a flag on any corner.
Exactly.
Are people upset and in an uproar about that?
And especially this time of year, we're going to celebrate Memorial Day. We're going into the 4th of July soon. You know, the American flag is everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so are we, okay, so let me get this straight. I'm going to backtrack. I know you done said it already, but I just want to get in my mind, make sure it's correct, and make sure I'm not tripping. So we were celebrating our own holiday in our own culture.
Yes.
And we've been saying for years, this is a holiday, it matters because it means this to us as a people, as a culture.
Yes.
And then because so many of us said it, and we were in an uproar, and we, you know, put the right conversations in the right places, they made it a holiday.
Yes.
So now out the gate, they're like, oh, well, since this is a holiday, we are absolutely going to create things that you can celebrate with. Your cups, your I don't know, your glasses, your
well, I've been
ice
seeing
cream.
a lot of people.
I don't know.
Exactly. A lot of people have been upset about the ice cream that Walmart had for sale. And on the markings of the labels of this ice cream, it specifically says celebrating Juneteenth.
So we're mad that we're being celebrated?
Yeah.
Because
I know on the radio you cannot see our faces, but if you could see our faces, you would know we both look at each other like, what?
Shout out
Whoa.
to Newbie and everybody over there listening to us. Yeah, we're both baffled at this moment because
Yes.
what? Okay,
Yes.
so wait a minute. So, but remember, we had fought for it to be a thing,
Yes.
and now it's a thing.
Yes.
So they're like, oh, it's a thing. So we're going to make sure you have the supplies and the things that you go. Oh, come on, ice cream. Let's celebrate. Everybody loves ice cream,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so that's a problem
Yes.
because the money from there is not going directly to us.
Yes. And as of today, right before we came on, I did see that Walmart has now pulled the line of ice cream because of all of the protests.
Okay, Diva. Thank you so much for repeating the same thing to me over and over, and I'm happy you didn't get annoyed. Thank you for bearing with. I just want to make sure I was hearing what I thought I was hearing.
Yes.
Excuse me. What is your perspective on this?
Let me just scratch my head for those of you not watching on the live feed.
And I'm tapping.
I'm scratching my head.
Okay.
I'm just, okay. This is what I'll say. If it is such a problem with how Juneteenth is being celebrated, why are we as a community, as a culture, not organizing actual events for Juneteenth? There's a Juneteenth pageant. You know, I'm in the fashion industry in some way, shape, or form, always have been. There's a Juneteenth pageant that celebrates women of culture and different ethnicities as far as like inside of our culture and our look.
Yeah.
There's a problem with that. Why are we having a Juneteenth pageant? Some people are saying.
Well, why they mad about that?
Exactly. We have a national pageant that celebrates people from all different countries and cultures. Why can we not have a Juneteenth pageant?
Right. And then they have pageants for all type of smaller things as well. The different expos,
Yes.
the different, they do pageants all the time in celebration of things.
Exactly.
Why are we so mad?
And please feel free to comment, in the post here. Or, and if we can't see it now, we'll definitely respond to it. But,
Yes.
that's a great question. Why are we so mad about something we asked for? Why are we mad about something we asked for? Now, again, I'll say, I feel that we were not specific in asking for this holiday and things that will be celebrated with the coming holiday.
Because is it realistic to ask for a holiday and then ask for all of the funds that come from whatever is sold? Think about Christmas, right?
Right.
Think about Easter. Think about the 4th. Think about all these different holidays that is celebrated in the United States and worldwide. They're not all going to specific funds or places. People are just buying this because this is what they want.
You know, I would definitely say that I agree with you 100%. Not everything's going to a Christian organization
No.
from Christmas. Not everything's going to a Jewish Orthodox organization from Easter.
No.
You know, you have to pick your battles, people, is what I'll say.
Okay, well, you know, I'm going to give a few 2 cents on it.
Yes.
Just a little bit. I think that, first of all, Juneteenth is beautiful, and it is something that I have celebrated for years.
Yes.
I stopped celebrating the 4th of July years ago. If I'm around someone or with someone and that's their preference, I may go because that's what they want to do, but I don't really participate in it. So it's my preference usually to be at home, just because I don't believe it represents our culture well. And I felt like this after doing my own research over the last few years. So this is just my personal opinion, okay? So I'm not a huge fan of that holiday and what it represents. So when I learned about Juneteenth, I was very excited.
Yes.
Because it basically gives a stamp of what I already feel, and now it's in a holiday. So I'm like, oh my God, this is to celebrate us actually, so I can participate. So what I have done is I will wear the colors. If I can find anything related to our traditional African or Jamaican colors, I'll wear that. And then I'll put up a little video and encourage the culture on the holiday because it's our holiday, and try to educate people as well, because a lot of people don't know anything about it. It's not something that we learned in the history books, right?
Yes.
So now that this is a thing, and we all have done our sharing, because sharing is caring.
Sharing is
And
caring.
now everyone has got in the know about what Juneteenth is. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
And companies across America are like, we're going to celebrate this thing.
Exactly.
This needs to be a thing. We're tired of things not being a thing. This is for us. We're going to do it. And so behind that, now you have retailers that are like, okay, this is a way to capitalize off this holiday like they do all other holidays.
Exactly.
It's not like they don't capitalize off Easter. You eating Peeps on Easter for what? You don't just be eating Peeps year round, do you?
Exactly.
But on Easter, you got your Peeps. You got your You got
have
your eggs.
Easter eggs.
You got some little chocolate bunnies.
Exactly.
Because it's Easter. And so that is the stuff.
And I'm gonna eat my Reese's. I'm just saying.
That's just surrounded around Easter, and no one's marching in the streets.
You know about the Peeps and the Easter eggs.
Like when it's St. Patrick's Day, we're not all Irish. I mean, my name is Irish. That's what's up. But we're not. But we put on our green honey. We're like, don't pinch us and go somewhere and get a 25-cent drink. I mean, why not? We all participate in holidays. They're fun. They're enlightening. You can get a lot of history behind them. So now they've made this a thing, and you guys are complaining because now stores want to represent the holiday.
How about we talk about the things that really matter, like how, though it is a national holiday, corporations still don't have to recognize it. Let's talk about that.
Why aren't we mad about that? Why are we mad about this ice cream? Everybody loves ice cream.
You know,
for the most part.
Exactly. You're mad about retailers capitalizing, but you're not mad about corporations not truly recognizing what is now considered to be a national holiday. Because they have the choice on whether they give the employees a day off or not.
Another thing that I think is a little weird here too, if you pay attention in the culture, I forgot the exact wording, I'm sure you're going to help me here, but we always have talked about our reparations.
Yes.
We want our 40 acres and a mule.
Yes.
Did I get it right? Okay, come on.
You got it right.
So to me, this is a sign of that, right?
I would agree.
I would think this is a way to show your culture is here, it is appreciated, and so we're going to represent it in real retailers now. We're going to sell the things like we would for the 4th, St. Patty's Day, Easter, Christmas. We're going to, and that's a problem?
You know, and this is what I'll say to that.
Okay.
So if it is a problem with national retailers, carrying this merchandise, are you supporting cultural businesses that are having Juneteenth merchandise? That's my question. Are you then, if you're not going to support the national retailers with the Juneteenth apparel or attire or accessories or whatever they have, are you going to support a cultural retailer that has Juneteenth apparel?
I think people just want to be mad.
I agree.
I think people want a reason to complain. They want a reason to be mad. And so this week, here's the thing. Because if you think about it before, we all, culturally speaking, I can't say everyone, but I will say a lot of people that I know, a lot of people down my timeline have been like, hey, this needs to be a holiday. Because this is a thing. And this is when we were actually free. This is a thing. And so now that is actually happening and we're putting some things into place, it's like we're still not satisfied.
Exactly.
And I'm trying to figure out why. Like, Juneteenth is a beautiful celebration. It's a great time for everyone to come together. It's a great time to change your traditions if you're not used to it. You know, June 19th is coming. It's around the corner. What are you going to do? Get together, get your colors on, do your thing. But don't attack the Walmart for trying to have ice cream. That's the happy food.
You know, I love being ice cream. I'm just saying. Just saying.
You know, I don't understand. So I'm hoping that we kind of come out of that and we, you know, continue to move on and press on. And then also, speaking on holidays, if the 4th of July is not necessarily your thing, you don't have to feel like you have to attack others in the culture because they celebrate the 4th of July.
Exactly.
Because traditionally, it's something that we all have been celebrating for years and years.
For being
and
Americans.
Years. So, yeah. So, just because you have new education, you have this information, that's great to share, but that doesn't mean that you have to ridicule someone else because they're not woke yet. We gotta stop doing the foolishness.
There's some gems right there, I'm just saying.
I'm a job for gym too if I can't do nothing else.
Right there.
So I'm just saying, both holidays can be celebrated whichever way you like, but if we fought for a thing to be a thing, to me, it should be just as regular in a sense as any other holiday. Exactly. Because now imagine if they weren't selling anything Juneteenth related. How would we feel?
Then would you have a cause to be upset if they were not selling anything that represented Juneteenth? You know, and again, major retailers will put, like, honestly, this is what, May, Gariby, June?
Yeah.
By the end of August, September at the latest, they will have Christmas and Thanksgiving stuff out in their aisles. Yeah. In Walmart. Yeah. Because, again, they are retailers. You have to remember also, a lot of retailers are trying to recoup from being in the COVID era.
Absolutely.
So they're going to try to make money however they can. Yeah. Even if it's capitalizing, I did air quotes for the radio. Even if it's capitalizing on our national holiday. So let's go here.
Okay. Like we going.
We mentioned, you know, corporate America not celebrating Juneteenth. Some companies don't even celebrate Good Friday.
Right. Very true.
So you have to take a floating holiday or a personal holiday for Good Friday. Right. What makes Juneteenth any different? Why are we upset? The corporations, or are we upset? The corporations aren't making it where there's actually a paid holiday.
Right. Facts. There are other things to be mad about. I don't think ice cream is one of them.
You know, just saying. Yeah. Putting it up there.
But you know what? I think, you know, it's a lot of what we were saying a little bit ago. People want something to be angry about. Exactly. You know, it's like we do all this marching, we do all this speaking, we do all this protesting, we say all these things, and then when things start to happen, now we're mad because they're not happening in the way that we believe that they should.
And that in itself can be a problem. That can cause conflict. Yeah. Communication is key. Not only is communication key, perception and reception of that communication is key.
Absolutely.
So again, it goes back to, for our lawmakers, our senators, our, Congress, all the members of the judicial system that are getting these laws passed. Yeah. Be more specific. Ask for specific things if it's regarding our culture.
But also be realistic.
Exactly.
Because
look how many years it took us to get the Juneteenth holiday.
We just got the freaking holiday. Everything that you buy that is related to St. Patrick's Day, and the reason I keep using St. Patrick's Day as an example is because that holiday truly is dedicated to a specific area, group of
culture.
people, okay? And so everything that they sell related to that is not going to the Irish.
At all.
So we can't have this unrealistic expectation of, oh, well, you want to sell some Juneteenth, it needs to go directly to our community. How? The fact that we're even represented in Walmart now, to me, is awesome sauce, right?
Yes. Let's talk about all year round.
Okay.
What are you buying from the culture all year round? If you have such a problem with Juneteenth apparel and merchandise being celebrated, what are you buying from our culture all year round? There's a question.
There is a question. If
You
you're
know?
just tuning in, this is For the Culture, and you can catch us every Monday at 7 p.m. and we are speaking on things that are running rapid in our culture. And tonight we're talking all about the Juneteenth controversy, because evidently some retailers wanted to give us an ice cream in celebration of the holiday. I'm all for it, okay? Because I think, hey, we're being recognized more and more. And so why not take the baby steps and be excited?
There you go. And that's truly it. It is baby steps.
Yeah.
5 years from now, our celebration may be totally different with Juneteenth. But again, the law was just passed this year, effective as of January 1.
Yeah.
The Juneteenth would even be considered a holiday.
Yeah. I think... Now, don't y'all be writing me no hate mail, because I will write you back and then I will block you. But listen, I think sometimes we get so caught up in this gimme thing.
Yes.
Like, oh, so because we went through this, and we went through this, we deserve this, and this. And that's fine. In different ways, I totally get it. I totally understand. But every little thing, I don't think that we should be getting the proceeds of every... Really?
What's the saying? Pick your battles.
Period.
Yes. So if you're going to protest and or march and or not participate in Juneteenth, that again is your preference.
Yeah.
A lot of our people as a culture still don't even know what Juneteenth even is.
Period.
You know, it definitely was not something that was taught in the education system.
At all.
I grew up in a township school.
Yes.
You know, even in college, you know, the Black History studies, you know, Juneteenth was really even talked about.
Yeah.
So let's focus on that. Let's focus on getting the education out there. Let's get literature out there. Let's get more people involved in organizations that are representing Juneteenth.
I didn't find out about Juneteenth until it was some years back. I probably was in my late 20s.
Right.
I had never been blessed with the information until that point.
Right.
And then once I got it, I got it. And I was like, oh, so this is really what's going on. This is really, you know, the representation of us. But I have felt a way about the 4th of July, just period, from the history books.
Exactly.
From what we were taught was enough for me to be like, well, that didn't have nothing to do with us.
But how many of us as Americans sing the Star Spangled Banner?
True.
You know, I'll still say Whitney Houston's version of the Star Spangled Banner, baby. I will play that all day, every day. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and she just put her heart and soul into that.
Yeah.
You know, and again, compared to third world countries, I'll still say we're blessed.
Yes.
No matter what we're going through in this country, we're definitely blessed.
Yeah.
So, why such the battle against Juneteenth?
Let's talk about the controversy between the two holidays. The fact that some people are die-hard 4th of Julyers, and it's just what they're going to do. And so what I've seen is a lot of time around that time period, people will also like put up these statuses almost like clauses or explaining like, oh,
like,
they're
I'm allowed to celebrate the
or like, hey, if you see me with my people this weekend and I happen to have on one of these colors, I'm still for the culture. I just want to spend time with my family. Why do we feel like we have to explain us celebrating that holiday now?
You know, I think it will go back to us saying we're woke and what our level of woke is.
Yeah.
I'm doing my air quotes. I'm going to stop doing that because I know the radio can't see it. But, you know, it goes back to that for me. You know, I like the fireworks.
Yeah.
You know, I don't necessarily celebrate the 4th. I enjoy the day off. Let's go there.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy being able to spend some time with my family. If it means we're coming together and we're having food and we're having fun and we're enjoying each other's company, I'm all for it, whether it's the 4th, whatever holiday.
Yeah.
So I don't differentiate the 4th. Again, I like the fireworks. I haven't watched them as much because I actually happen to have, you know, respect for people that have PTSD.
Right.
So, you know, if I go or if I see any fireworks, it's usually I go to a major organization that does them where, you know, I know that I'm not doing them in my neighborhood.
Downtown
that may affect somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, Juneteenth, none of my people call me on Juneteenth. Let's get together and let's have a celebration. Let's eat. Let's be merry. Let's enjoy each other's company. Not one
because
year.
Traditionally, it's new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we can't be mad at celebrating any of the other holidays versus Juneteenth.
But this is my thing. If you are at a place on a specific date, you are celebrating it.
There you
So
go.
we gotta get out of that. Like, if it's the 4th and you're at your Aunt Patty's and Patty has everybody over, you're celebrating the holiday.
Exactly.
Don't, because you feel bad for some reason, now you got to put all these disclaimers out, these disclosures, all these things, because you feel like, oh, I feel guilty. Well, if you feel guilty, you should be at home, because you either celebrate it or you don't. I will say that, though. Come on, let's stand in our truth and call a thing a thing. Let's not manipulate the world and be like, no, I don't celebrate this. I'm just here. No, you really are literally just celebrating it because that's what celebrating it is. And that's okay. You don't have to throw away what you knew for what you know, but let's just be honest with ourselves. And then it's also okay to learn something new.
Exactly. And quit trying to take each other's black card. I'm just saying. Because someone's card, per se, black card to them, or someone's culture to them, may be celebrated or may be different from what you believe your culture is and celebrated.
Yeah.
That's where we as a culture really need to come together
Yeah.
and figure out, okay, what does this mean to our culture?
Right. And what does it mean to me individually?
Exactly.
Because some people, I'll give a perfect example, celebrate Kwanzaa. I have never celebrated Kwanzaa. It's just not something that was in my upbringing.
Yes.
And it's not something that I necessarily respond to. That doesn't mean Kwanzaa is bad or anything like that, but it's just not something that I'm familiar with.
Exactly.
Right? But people that do you.
Exactly. And it's just like, you know, some people would say that you are not woke. Or you are not celebrating your culture because you do not actively celebrate Kwanzaa.
Right.
And that's not correct.
Right.
To me, that's not correct.
Yeah.
You know, I don't discard Kwanzaa.
Right.
I don't discard Christmas.
Right.
I have family members that, because of their religious beliefs, don't even celebrate Christmas.
Right.
But that is their preference.
Right.
That is their preference. So each person has a preference and choice.
Yeah.
An opportunity to celebrate freedom.
Yeah.
However they want to celebrate it.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. One thing that I think for the culture, I think one of our favorite words is preference.
Yes.
Because we have learned in so many different ways, no matter the topic, we're talking about relationships, religion, and now even holiday. Preference is totally a thing.
Yes.
Let people think, let people be. They don't have to exactly do what you do, say what you say. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I've had people say to me in the past, because on 4th of July, call me Petty Murphy, it's fine. I will specifically wear Juneteenth colors. And they'll be like, what's up with you, baby mama? I'm like, you're not gonna participate? I'm not.
Yeah.
So what y'all told me to come here, so I'm just here to see y'all, but I'm really about to cut out because I'm just not. I don't like what it stands for.
Right.
And so then, so you a Panther, or you a this. No, I just have my preference.
Exactly.
On what I want to celebrate and what I don't. Ain't that okay?
That's okay.
But
I might be in all red. I might have on all green. I might have on all black. You know.
I might pull out a yellow.
You know
what I'm saying? If that's what I want to wear.
There you go.
That's what she's wearing.
I'm at the celebration.
Listen. Y'all got some Juneteenth celebrations. call us. We'll come through any way for y'all, okay?
Yes.
If y'all having something, y'all need somebody, come on. But anyway, I just think that we talked about preference. We talked about baby steps. This is a time that America is coming to the carpet about some things. And they're starting to recognize some things that we've known in our culture since the beginning of time. But because things have become so blatant, and because, baby, we fought back, they're like, let us stop playing with them. So now, if you're paying attention, you're going to see more culturally related things in stores. Let's talk about Target. Let's talk about Walmart and how they are carrying more of our brands, of our entrepreneurs, because they're watching the shift in the environment. And so really what you got to do is just get on board. Don't find a reason to fight against something that's actually for you.
Exactly. And our dollars have power.
Yes.
Our cultural dollars have power.
Yes.
We don't use our voice the way we should.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know? So then I'll ask the question, you know, again, do we recognize this for what it is? This is a beginning.
Yes.
To the Juneteenth national holiday.
Yes.
And then do we support what items are out there for display and for purchase in hopes that they will actually expand the items that they are offering? Or do we not buy the items and let them discontinue, saying that we didn't support?
I just feel like if we have been asking for a thing, requesting a thing, learning about a thing, speaking about a thing, marching about a thing, and now you see us represented in major retail, why would that ever be bad?
Exactly.
I mean, you know, you have perception. And what I've learned about people is, baby, if you want to see something bad, you're going to see it bad. It could be beautiful. It could be wonderful. It could be great. But if you've decided this is bad and this is why, that's how you're going to see it.
Exactly. And you mentioned, okay, so on Juneteenth, do we then go shop and buy only black product on that day? That's another question we have to ask ourselves as a culture.
Because, you know, we like to decorate.
You know.
We like to get cute.
Yeah.
So it's a major thing that we may go to the store. It's a major possibility that we may go to the store and buy the red, the green, the yellow, the black streamers and put it all together. Well, okay, if we're going to do that anyway, with the balloons and the black in there, why can't we just purchase what they've... I don't like it. I don't...
You know, it's
I don't understand it.
It can be confusing for other cultures. What are we actually sending as a signal for other cultures?
And what do we actually want?
Exactly.
What do we want?
Exactly.
Do we want it to continue to be ignored and we complain about that? Or do we want it recognized? We want to recognize, we just want to recognize our way.
Exactly.
And how is that fair?
And I don't think that is fair. You know, again, it goes back to, for years we celebrated these other holidays.
And still do.
And still do.
Yeah.
You know, and for a person that says they don't celebrate any of the holidays, I highly seriously doubt it. That's your opinion.
Right.
But, again, in recognition of us now being given a national holiday, I will celebrate Juneteenth. I will purchase from a national retailer and from a local and or cultural retailer apparel.
Because how cool is that?
I think it's freaking awesome.
The culture is being represented, y'all.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you can feel away or not. Like, I had somebody kind of give me a snarky comment because I mentioned, culturally speaking, there's not a lot of me where I am every day. Let's just say that. Mm-hmm. And so they felt, however, but I said, I represent the culture. I'm happy to be in the building because I represent the culture. We can't complain if we're in the building and we're starting somewhere, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And so what was all of the complaints about it specifically? Is it that it just wasn't going to a certain initiative or cause?
That's what I was seeing. I've been seeing a lot of people say, because we actually do research, people, by the way, just so you know. For this show especially, we do research our topics.
Yes.
But from what I was seeing in all of the research that I was seeing today, I saw not one positive thing, and it really hurt my feelings.
Man.
That I did not see one positive thing. I was seeing things, again, like, if I see any Juneteenth apparel or merchandise on anyone's table, if I go around them, I'm knocking it over. I saw things like, all the reparations or all the proceeds should go to either HBCU, should go to our stocks, should go to laptops for our communities, should go to Wi-Fi, should go to the inner city schools. Those are all great initiatives. Don't get me wrong. Please don't.
Yeah.
Because I actually am an advocate. Lipstick Entertainment is an advocate for our community and supporting.
Absolutely.
And, we've donated tons of things that, the public probably don't know and won't know.
Yeah.
Unless, you are around us. But
yeah. And have things coming up.
We
so
do.
You want to donate.
So you make sure you stay tuned.
Yeah.
Because we will be asking for participation. Yes, we will.
To help inner city schools. Yeah.
Yes. But, it's just, to say that you have got to specifically do that is like saying, okay, if I'm a resident of Carmel, everything I pay as far as taxes and everything I do in Carmel has to go back to the city of Carmel. Realistically, that's just not going to happen.
That's not usually how it works. Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
So, and then there's also supply and demand.
Yeah.
Who has the supply for the demand of Juneteenth apparel?
Yeah.
Merchandise.
I just think we gotta, like you said, let's pick our battles and let's decide what's really important. I think that, like I have been saying, this is something that we've been discussing for so long, and we've been trying to push for people to understand this is a real thing. This is a holiday. Somebody needs to pay attention. Somebody needs to see what's going on. Come on. And so now people are getting on board.
Yes.
And so now people are excited and they're like, okay, we're going to express them in this way like they would any other culture,
yes.
like they would any other holiday. And so now we're upset. I think we're looking for, I'm just going to say this to my people, to my culture. You think this big check is coming one day. It's not. That's not how our reparations and our 40 acres and a mule is going to work. It's going to work in other ways. So what are you going to start seeing? Women of color in the office, the highest office
yes.
in our nation. You're going to start seeing our holiday where we became free, recognized. You're going to start seeing us in retailers like you never did before.
Yes.
You're going to start seeing cops and different public officials being held responsible in a way that they hadn't before. We are getting our reparations.
There you go.
We are, and I'm not, now don't be sending me no hate mail. Listen now, I'm just saying we are getting the things that we are asking for. We're just not getting it in a monetary sense, but that doesn't mean that it's not occurring.
Exactly.
Because if you think about it, even when Vice President got into office, oh, well, she light-skinned. Oh, well, she's biracial.
It was so much backlash.
Oh, well, come on, guys. I mean, you got to be able to celebrate the small wins and the major wins.
Even from Barack Obama, when
Period.
he was president.
Yeah.
There was so much backlash for him in his office, in his cabinet, in
our culture.
In our culture.
Yeah. We got to do better. We got to do better. The lady that just was appointed, was it a judge?
Yes.
Okay. I'm seeing backlash from that. It's like, oh, but she has a white husband or something.
Yes,
I'm like,
children.
Listen, come on. We gotta be able to see growth, right?
Exactly.
To recognize it and appreciate it.
Even thinking back to my grandmother, if she was still alive, I think she would be totally happy with where we are going.
Yes.
Not where we are, because we still are a long way from where we need to be.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we are a long way from where we used to be as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are definitely some things that need to be addressed and worked on, but it's us as a culture that's going to have to set that precedent.
Right.
To show other cultures what we need, what we mean, and who we are.
Yeah. And so let's not, if we're being represented anywhere, in any place, let's take that as a win, always. because there was a time we weren't there.
Exactly. And we're banned from being there.
So the fact that we are in the highest office, the fact that they are recognizing this as a holiday, the fact that the retailers are like, okay, come on, let's get on board. Because let me tell you something. Old Navy,
yeah,
every summer, honey, they going to get that flag. And I don't think they sending it to nobody, the proceeds to nobody in particular. I think they know, okay, people going to come here to get this flag. We put it out here.
I tell you
and
what.
And we go get it.
There you go. If you want to get proceeds, buy stock in those companies. Why can you not have stock in these companies?
Absolutely. That was good.
They're publicly traded.
That was good.
There you go.
I like that. I like that. Come on, we talking money now. I like that.
There you go.
If you're just tuning in, this is For the Culture. You can catch us here every Monday at 7 p.m. and on New Beat Radio on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and then again on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Tonight, we're talking all about Juneteenth. We done talked about 4th of July. We done talked about some complaining folks. Make sure you are liking, sharing, and following Lipstick Entertainment on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, New Beat Radio. Did I say them all? I think I nailed it. Ah! You know that's hard to do.
Yes.
If you are interested in joining Lipstick Entertainment, I would love to have you as the CEO. I'm just going to put that out there real personally. It's an amazing group, and we give back to the community all year round. We have amazing events.
We do.
And then there's a boutique, which is super cute. We just added some makeup from Sis.
Yes.
It's going very well. If you're looking for an organization to be a part of, a sisterhood, we would love to have you. So this show was so necessary.
Very.
Because the holidays are coming up. We want to be conscious and woke, but we also want to be considerate to our brothers and sisters. And even stop giving Walmart a hard time, because y'all know y'all spend y'all money. Y'all know y'all be at the Walmarts.
Late night in your robes and your bonnets. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just saying.
So stop giving them a hard time.
Yes.
And I wish they wouldn't have taken it down. I wish they wouldn't have.
Because now, again, they as a retailer can say, oh, well, we don't want to give you anything towards this holiday because when we did, you complained about it.
And now look, and so like I said a little bit ago, how would you guys feel if they never put anything in the stores rather, to represent us in our holiday? And they do it for everybody. Like I said, whether it's St. Patty's Day, whether it's Easter, it doesn't matter. Whatever holiday is coming up, it's represented in the stores.
Yes.
Let's not get ourselves banned because we feel away for no reason.
Please don't.
If you want to celebrate Juneteenth, do your thing. June 19th is around the corner.
Yes.
So make sure you are geared up. I'm going to be cute this year, sis.
Yes.
Listen, I don't know what we doing, because I usually...
we're going to figure it out.
We're going to figure it out together. And I hope that you're celebrating Juneteenth as well. And if you don't know what it is, get some history, learn some things you'll be excited to learn, and then pass that knowledge on. That's how we grow as a culture. And for my 4th of July folks, keep doing you, boo.
Yes. Please
you
do.
like your fireworks and now listen, can we get fireworks on Juneteenth?
That would be awesome.
Can we?
Can we please? I think it's necessary.
Should we write somebody?
How about that?
Okay, because maybe if we get that too, look, I'm going to be in it to win it. But either holiday, do your thing, spend it safely and responsibly. Did I say that correct? I hope so.
Yes, you did.
With your family and your friends, and just make it back home safe. The summer is hard on our culture.
Yes, it is.
For whatever reason, this time of year, there's a lot of things that are going on. And so the most important message of tonight is, let's make sure we are responsible in how we are celebrating whatever in this season.
Yes, please do. And be safe.
Yeah.
Be careful in large gatherings. Unfortunately, we have people in this nation, all across this country, that are targeting large groups that are gathered. Yeah. Or even small groups that are gathered. So just be really mindful of your surroundings. Be very careful. Yeah. And celebrate however you choose to celebrate.
However you choose to celebrate. Go with your gut. If something tells you don't go, don't go. If something tells you to stay, stay.
Yes.
Listen to your intuition. That is our God-given indication. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
So we're going to catch y'all next week. Yes. We thank y'all so much for joining For the Culture. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.